Hey, everybody. Today I have a question for you, and it's all about passwords. Raise your hand if you've ever forgotten a password, you thought it was saved maybe in your Google passwords or whatever, and you spent 10 minutes looking for that scrap of paper or going online or trying five different variations of the password, and then you go to reset it, and then you realize you found it. So raise your hand if that's you. How do you manage all of the passwords and at the same time keep your passwords unique? So if somebody would be able to hack into one site, they would not be able to hack into the others. Now, if you followed me at any amount of time, you know that I'm all about systems to scale your business, right? And all about little hacks that you can do in your business to streamline things. Because here's the deal, you are busy enough being the creator, being the genius of your business, and you don't have time to be wasting looking for those files and trying to figure out what the password is and all of that kind of stuff. Well, in today's video, I've got an awesome little spreadsheet that I want to talk about that will help you stay organized. And also, I have just kind of a quick little system. Hopefully, I'm not going to give away my secrets, but a quick little system to help you so that you can always know what kind of a password to create, always be able to guess your password if you've forgotten it, and have a back end system so that you've got it. And, heavens forbid if something would happen to you, that a family member or team member would be able to access or figure it out so that they could get into the business and keep moving forward. So let me share my screen as always, and let me just show you what I've got planned here. So let me find the spreadsheet here as soon as I look through all of my 50 million spreadsheets. Okay. I think I found it. So let me share to the screen and bring up. Okay. So first of all, let me talk about coming up with a system to help you, one, know what passwords to create. So I tell people create a main phrase. So a phrase that nobody else could guess. Quick little tip, don't use your children's names or your marriage date, all that kind of stuff. But for instance, I used to have a kitty cat. I don't have her anymore, but her name was Sneakers. So the phrase that I came up with is, I love my cat, Sneakers. And then the next thing that I want you to do is to create a little system to make your passwords unique. So this isn't real original, but try to think outside of the box. You might want to use the first three letters of the site that you're setting up your password, or let's see, what else could you do? Maybe the first and last letter of that site. Just come up with something that's going to make it unique. Now, what am I talking about? So I have a Loom account. Okay. What else do I have? I have a Go High Level account. Okay. I have a Kartra account. So I have all these different accounts. So I might decide to use this little system, the first three letters of that site. So for my Loom site, it would be LOO. All right. Go High Level might be GH or GOH, or sometimes I might want to use an acronym. Whatever it is, make it unique so other people can't guess what it is. And then one more thing, I want you then to create another little system so that you always know how to update it. So a lot of these sites nowadays, and you should change your passwords from time to time, but can you add something to the end or the beginning or in the middle at the third character, whatever it is. So for instance, you might put an at 3Q4 to the end, meaning the third quarter of 2024. All right. So just ideas for you. So my password for Loom might be ILMCATSLOO at 4. Now you have to kind of dissect it just a little bit because I'm using some of these letters. I'm using a capital I, capital L, lowercase m for my, lowercase c for cat, and actually I decided I'm going to spell out cat, and then a capital S. So that would be kind of the root phrase that I would use in all of my passwords, and then I would add however else. So here I'm doing the three characters for Loom, and I'm doing them in all caps, and then I'm ending them with an @4. All right. Now, are you confused? Did that just totally blow your mind? The idea is come up with some pattern or system. Now, notice I didn't just write sneakers because that could be guessed with machine algorithms. All right. But that mix of just pulling letters from a random phrase, there's not much chance that, somebody's going to guess that. And then you could kind of insert, okay, I'm going to take the 3 letters of the site and I'm going to insert it at the beginning or after the second character. It might seem confusing right now, but once you get into the habit, it is super easy because you never have to stop and think, what password am I going to create? I've got a new login. I've got to create a new password. So give it a try. Now, one more thing. Let's take a look at this spreadsheet. So I'm just going to share this again. And let me find it. So let me come over here to the bottom of this spreadsheet. There's a tab called database. So what this is, it gives you a way to organize all of your passwords and stuff. So the first column, add group. So if we kind of group things together, okay, this is social media or it's software, or maybe it's my shopping accounts or subscription, whatever grouping you want to put it in. Maybe it's personal or finance as it is, as I've got listed. So these are just categories. Then what you do is you go to the account column and start filling in all of the places you have passwords. Now, let me say this. Rome wasn't built in a day, so I don't expect you to put in all 200 of your passwords. But each time you have to log into a site, just take a minute to update this password manager. So if I have an account on Netflix, then what group is that? Okay, so Netflix would fall under my entertainment group. So again, these little drop down arrows here are just pointing to anything that you have here. So however you want to set it up. And then you can just add your link to that site. So it's right there. What was the address you used? And again, if it's personal versus business or versus a team, you're going to have a different address that you use. The username, password. You might have a security question or multiple questions, depending on what it is. What was the security answer? And maybe just notes. So this is just a spreadsheet that you can use to help you stay organized with your passwords. Now, let's take it one step further. Are you ready for this? There's another tab down here at the bottom called Password Strategies. Or I'm sorry, not, I already talked about that, the search. And what this does is it allows you to quickly find those passwords. And everything here, it's just going to auto populate. So if I want to try to find Netflix, I can do a search. Now, I haven't filled out anything, so nothing is showing up here. But over here on my database, if I had filled all of this out, then when I did a quick search for Netflix, then it would show up here. It would give me the username. I could keep the password blocked, or I could click here. There's a little checkbox to show the password, would show me the login, security question, notes, the whole 9 yards. All right. So, I mean, how slick is that? Okay. You could also click here and have things show up. So let me come back here and hide this from the screen again. Again, you might be thinking this is way complicated. I'm just going to stick with my pieces of paper. You do whatever works for you. But 2 points to think about. One, create a system so that you always know how you're going to create your passwords. Each password should be unique. You shouldn't use sneakers, my favorite little kitty. I shouldn't use that as a password on every place that I log in, because if one system got hacked, they're going to try that password other places. So make those passwords unique. And if you don't want to use this spreadsheet, you can just, create a little list yourself someplace, keep it safe, and then you always have it. But if you want to up your game a little bit, I will give you this spreadsheet. So just comment below and I'll send you the link. I think you're going to love it. So as always, let's look for ways to create systems in our business so we can be more productive in doing the things that we want to do, serving our clients, being creative, creating those awesome things that you sell. Hey, if you like this video, I would love it if you subscribed, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.